I swear, I just did this on my first try. I don't have any proof, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I'm going to share my thought processes, as usual, just so I can talk about some of the unique interactions with Qingque that you might not know of, so make sure to stick around because there's some really neat things you can do. I also make some mistakes that you'd be able to improve on as well for your runs. So we're not going to use Tingyun's ult in the first wave, and also I'll talk about speed tuning after, and why it works out that Qingque moves before Bronya later on. So we don't use Tingyun's burst as well because we get that full energy from that orb looking thing that we kill. And right here, you can see bottom left, Qingque got her E4 autarky proc. So something that's really cool is if you burst and the cycle ends after killing all the enemies, you actually keep your E4 proc to the next cycle and Qingque's next turn. So we can abuse this heavily. Now we can use Tingyun's burst. We're just gonna super buff Qingque now. And here you don't need to use your skill again because you still have Benediction 1 stack on Qingque. So I'm just debating here and I decided to just basic attack anyway. And Bronya gonna target Qingque with the skill. Here I make a mistake. I should have Bronya ulted first. That way Silverwolf's burst or ult gets the buff. But it doesn't matter because this is the opening clip. You can see what happened, of course. So Qingque, we carried over her E4 proc from the last wave, so she just gets to one-shot this cycle. Actually, something interesting to note is she didn't crit on the Carol in the second attack. So even though we were at max skill points, so it shouldn't matter, Silverwolf actually gets energy from that basic attack, so it kind of mattered in a way. But you'll see now we're just going to be splitting damage. I get my 4 of a kind, but you see me use my ult because I know I can get it again. My Tingyun, after one more skill or attack, will have full energy so that Qingque will be able to burst again in the cycle. And when we burst, we actually get the damage boost from Qingque's skills. If we happen to basic first using her 4 of a kind, then her ult wouldn't get the damage bonus if we use it again in that same turn. And then the other problem is we wouldn't be able to gamble again. And gambling gives us that damage boost, right? So we need to make sure the ult gets the damage boost. We get her E4 proc again, which is really lucky. At this point, we don't have any quantum weakness. So you can just see this is the raw damage. Quantum is a guaranteed placement because we have energy and wind blocked off, and the other two are quantum. So no matter what, we are implanting quantum, and now we have full energy. I guess that's thanks to the last wave, Qingque not critting on the Carol, and we get our full burst here with another Tingyun ult. So we should be able to do another full combo here. We're actually at 1 skill point. I would make a mistake if I had tried to gamble. I can just shoot out this and then back to Bronya. And now we have enough for ult, so I'm just going to use the skill once to get a damage boost. Doesn't matter what the result is, I just burst here and then I enhance basic to finish this shadow off. And that's a 0 cycle with no healer using Qingque. If you enjoyed and if you found this helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It only takes a second. But anyway, let's go over the builds. Qingque has just enough speed to outspeed Bronya once Bronya targets her with her skill. And the reason why that happens is Bronya's E2, which I do have, gives the target 30% more speed, and she has just enough. So we'll look at Bronya's speed here. She's hitting the minimum 134 speed threshold, just barely. I actually use like a level 7 or something speed, level 77 speed boots so that Qingque can outspeed. And the reason why we want to hit that 134 speed threshold is Bronya can act twice during a single cycle, and that way effectively Qingque gets 4 actions per cycle, which maximizes damage. Tingyun, you want to build as much speed as possible really, and then start building attack or even tank stats. I don't think Silverwolf's Eidolons actually matter. You realistically only need to ult during that last wave. So I don't think it's necessary, but correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if there's any other things that I missed out on. But that should be everything from me. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you next time.